You guys missed me? This whole 10 minutes I was off the air? Well, guess what? I'm back. And we got the Big Ten Championship as Michigan looking to now become the new number one after Georgia fell in the SEC Championship game. A win would put them at number one. And it'd be a lock for the playoff. As for Georgia, they have to wait and see. Alabama certainly to move up. I'm sure Notre Dame also watching this game closely. And speaking of watching games closely, as Cincinnati about to claim the American Athletic Conference Championship and could use that Georgia loss to their advantage to move up. So now, Iowa looking to play spoiler. So if Iowa wins, then we got an interesting scenario upcoming. Because at this point, Michigan is the only other one-loss team in the playoff right now that's still playing for a conference championship. Alabama's in. Cincinnati, I really don't see them falling out. If they are 13-0, they're already there. I don't see them getting knocked out. Oklahoma State lost to. That's what means they're gone. So then Notre Dame's going to move up. So right now, I have Alabama, Cincinnati. I'm putting Notre Dame in over Georgia. I know a lot of college football fans may argue that, but for right now, that's how I'm putting it in. So right there, that's 3 of the 4. If Michigan loses, who knows? That could probably open the door right back up for Georgia to be the number 4 spot. I don't see them putting a 2-loss team, regardless of whether or not you won your conference championship or not, in the playoffs. So I hate to say it. If Michigan loses, we're going to see 2 SEC teams in the college football playoff. Now, whether it's a semifinal or potential national championship, that's going to be up for debate. But if Michigan wins this, I think you got your playoff set right here, right now. As it would be Michigan, then Alabama, then Cincinnati, then Notre Dame. Well, at least those 4. I don't know how exactly they'll be seeded, but I think those would be the 4 that would be in. So I think right now, Georgia, watching this game closely, is thinking, if Iowa wins, we still have a chance. As Iowa also trying to make their first ever college football playoff appearance. So both of these teams battling for that. Iowa had a chance in 2015, but fell to, quote-unquote, little brother. I don't even know if I don't even think we can call Michigan State little brother anymore. I think it's clear they've taken control of the rivalry, Michigan. But they fell to Michigan State in the Big Ten Championship in 2015. So they're getting a chance for redemption, or that long-awaited chance for redemption, I should say. Michigan in the Big Ten Championship game for the first time ever. Missed their opportunity in 2016 after losing in overtime to Ohio State. They finally got over Ohio State and now are finally getting the chance to play for the Big Ten title. It's my second time calling Iowa. I really want to say this is my first, because I really don't want to count the first time in which they humiliate Maryland in College Park, 51-14. This is the first time I am calling Michigan. It's the fourth Michigan team I'm calling. I called a Tiger game earlier in the summer, called a Red Wing game last February, and I called Michigan State 2 weeks ago. So this is the fourth Michigan-based team I am calling. And if you're wondering about the NFL team in Detroit, they're not going to get any airtime on here anytime soon. So, a little over 75% of the nation going Michigan on this one. The tail of the tape, probably could tell you why. Michigan scoring for 37.3 points a game. Iowa just 25.7. Michigan has allowed just 17.2 points a game. Just a tenth less than Iowa, 17.3. Michigan with more offense per game, 451.2 yards to 299.1 for Iowa. Outpassing them, 226.3 to 177.9. Outrushing them, 224.9 to 121.2. Now here's the thing, Iowa's defense a little bit better though, allowing just 315 yards, or 0.8 yards per game to Michigan's 319.3. Michigan has a great pass defense, 196.3 yards a game to Iowa's 210 even. However, Iowa's rushing defense better at 105.8 yards allowed on the ground to Michigan's 123 even. Both teams 4-1 in their last 5 games. Michigan dropping that Halloween Eve game to Michigan State 37-33, their lone loss of the season. Iowa falling to Wisconsin 27-7. The team's bouncing back nicely. Iowa, 2 of the last 4 had to work for it. They had won by 7 or less. Michigan winning 3 of their last 4 by over 21 points. Included a 42-27 beatdown of arch rival Ohio State last week in Ann Arbor. Kickoff upcoming in Indianapolis, here on your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, just moments from kickoff. Michigan looking to punch their ticket to the college football playoff for the first time. Iowa looking to spoil it and claim a potential Rose Bowl bid. Looks like they're getting ready for the coin toss. Yeah, moment of silence for victims of the Oxford High School shooting in Michigan. It's the Meyer family honorary captains. Cannon, our referee tonight. Looks like. Let's see Michigan on offense first. Kickoff when we return here on your home for college football. Back in Indy, we're about ready to kick it off. Jim Harbaugh's 7th season as Michigan head coach, with a 60-23 record. His 11 wins this season is the most as Michigan head coach. And we still miss you in San Francisco. And Kirk Ferentz, 23rd season at Iowa, 178-108 record, seeking 3rd Big Ten title. It's the 11th edition of the Big Ten Championship game. First game without Ohio State or Wisconsin since 2015. Last Big Ten title for Michigan, Iowa. Said it was shared. Kick it off, and we're underway in Indianapolis tonight. No return. We get our first look at Cade McNamara. First and 10 from the 25. McNamara in the shotgun. And swing pass caught. Got up to 30. About the 32-yard line, number 14. That is maybe it'll tell me right here. 15. All right, here we go. 14, that is Roman Wilson. That's going to be, make it 2nd and 3. Handoff, going nowhere. There's number 25, Hassan Haskins, excuse me. That's the 3rd down. 3. They're going to call it 3rd and 3. McNamara in the shotgun. And a pitch and stopped short of the first down. And that was number 5, Mike Sainristel. But he ended up going nowhere. Michigan has to punt to start the game. Good job by the Iowa defense coming out early. And punts away. And making the fair catch. It's number 16 of Iowa, Charlie Jones. And here comes Spencer Petras. At the 26-yard line. Petras behind center. And handoff up the gut, nowhere to go. I think that was number 15, Tyler Goodson. Petras behind center on second down. It's like 2nd and 10. Drops back, fires, passes, caught. Up to the 30, going to the 35-yard line, up to the 40-yard line. And that is number 84, Sam Laporta. That's going to move the chains. All right. Oh, Goodson with the 2-yard carry. I was still getting myself established, so they went no huddle. Try to catch Michigan off guard. Petras behind center. And calls to Goodson left side. Gets maybe a yard, if that. Set up 3rd down. Now Petras in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires the heave. Incomplete. Iowa wants a flag. They're going to get one. And they are going to get Daxton Hill for interference, and that's going to keep the drive alive. They were trying for number 6, Keegan Johnson. And instead of Iowa being forced to punt, they're going to get 1st and 10 in Michigan territory. Up to the Michigan 41. Petras behind center. Calls the Goodson left side. Gets about 3 on the play. 2nd and 8 upcoming. Petrus behind center. Play action. Looking. Fires, passes, caught. Up to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20. He could get up to about the 18-yard line. That's Laporta. And that's going to move the chains. A great job with the play action. Laporta getting wide open. Not only that, a great run after the catch. I'm going to call it the 17-yard line. And calls to Goodson. Goodson looking to... Oh, it's a trick play! Oh! Oh, just a little too high! It wasn't Goodson. It was actually Gavin Williams was trying for Monte Potabum, and he fell down. Almost. All right. Trev Doggo 2 in the house. All right, go to the store. I'm not going anywhere. 2nd and 10. Petrus in the shotgun. And this time it is Goodson up to about the 11-yard line. Iowa in the red zone has scored on 76% of their drives. 44% of them touchdowns, though. Last in the Big Ten when it comes to touchdown percentage in the red zone. So, 3rd down and 5. Petrus in the shotgun. And the calls to Goodson. Goodson goes nowhere! Knocked back to the 15-yard line. As number 55, that is David Ojabo making the stop. So Michigan's defense bending but not breaking. Holding Iowa to a field goal here. This will be a 33-yard try. And the kick is up. No! Wide to the right! Oh my goodness! Caleb Shudak could not push it over. And Michigan catching a break. Missed opportunity for Iowa. 8:35 to go in the opening quarter. We got no score, and this is your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, Michigan taking over after Iowa missing a 33-yard field goal. And Michigan catching an early break as the defense bent but didn't break. Caleb Shudak looking on. 1st and 10 for the 20. McNamara in the pistol. Calls to Haskins up to about the 25-yard line. Looks like a gain of 5 on the play. Or actually call it gain of 6. 2nd and 4. McNamara in the pistol. Or no, it's not McNamara. It's actually number 9. Now it's a false start. 9. J.J. McCarthy was actually lined up behind center, in the pistol. And now McNamara coming back out. McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires passes caught. And getting it up to about the 27-yard line, number 2. That is Blake Corum. Now it's 3rd and 3. McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires passes caught. Getting the first down up to the 33-yard line, number 7. That is Donovan Edwards. And he'll move the chains. Hand off. This is going to the 50, 45, 40. That's Corum. He could. He might. He will. Touchdown, Wolverines. Oh, my goodness. 67 yards and like that, a 10 wing. The extra point, of course. McCarthy was lined up in the pistol. Corum saw a wide open hole and then cut it back to his right. And just did the rest. Extra point attempt upcoming from Jake Moody. And snap, kick, up, and good. Wolverines draw first blood here in Indianapolis tonight. We got 6:38 to go in the opening quarter. It's Wolverines 7, Hawkeyes nothing here on your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, Wolverines up 7-0 on the 67-yard touchdown run by Blake Corum. Wasted little time off the missed field goal by Iowa to capitalize. Corum ties longest run of his career. They just needed a little under 2 minutes to work with and just 4 plays. And kicks away. And fair catch at the 2, so that will bring it out to the 25. Let's see how Iowa responds. Spencer Petras and crew coming out. Run for college football. Back in Indianapolis, the Wolverines up 7-0. Let's see how Iowa responds. Aiden Hutchinson, Michigan's all-time sack leader in a single season with 13. As Petras and crew have it, 1st and 10 from 25. Petras in the shotgun. Drops, he fires, pass too far. Was trying for number 16, Charlie Jones, just overshot him. And then Petras behind center. Calls to Goodson right side. Gets 2 on the play. Set up 3rd and 8. All right, I call it 3rd and 7. Pitcher's in the shotgun on 3rd and 7. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, incomplete as he overshoots everybody. So a 3 and out for the Hawkeyes. I don't know if it was the pressure that caused the overthrow or that just came out of his hand all bad. Anyway, punting away. Torrey Taylor punts away. And from the 18, getting it up to about the 25-yard line is number 3, A.J. Henning. Step aside. Still 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It's Michigan 7, Iowa nothing. Here on your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, Michigan taking over the 25 after forcing a punt. Iowa and Michigan co-Big Ten champions in 2004. But Michigan got the bid to play in the Rose Bowl, but they lost on a last-second field goal to Texas. That was the last time Michigan-Iowa won a Big Ten title. McNamara in the shotgun. Drops. Swings it back. Looking for the double pass. And it is caught! He could! He might! He will! Touchdown, Michigan! Roman Wilson on the trick play! Oh my goodness! And they tell Iowa that's how you run the trick play. I think it was I don't know who threw it. I missed the number of the running back who got it. Oh. Moody for the extra point. Snap, kick, up, and good. Why am I not surprised to see my resident Pittsburgh sport fan, King Savage, bro, here? Donovan Edwards to Roman Wilson for the touchdown. Michigan going to the bag of tricks. Still in the first quarter, it's Michigan 14, Iowa nothing, and this is your home for college football. Michigan's last two plays, 142 yards combined, 2 touchdowns. You had the 67-yard touchdown run by Blake Corum, and then Donovan Edwards on the trick play to Roman Wilson. Michigan up 14-0 early. And this all came after Iowa missed a 33-yard field goal. And they have capitalized both times since. The kick's away. No return. Right now, Michigan sitting number 2 in the college football playoff rankings. That's expected to change if Michigan wins. It could be the new number 1. Cincy winning, so they're probably going to move up. Georgia may have caught a break with that Oklahoma State loss, but maybe not. Notre Dame watching on. See if they can capitalize on it. Petrus runs to his right, looking, fires, passes, caught, up to the 40, 45, close to the 50-yard line, number 85. That is, I think I called his name already. No, I didn't. Luke Lachey moves the chains for the Hawkeyes. Caught. 47-yard line, 22 yards on the play. And calls the Goodson up the gut. It's about the 49-yard line. It's a 50-yard line. Petrus in the shotgun. Drops back. Pressure coming. Fires. Passes. Over everybody's head. The pressure got to him. Third and 7. Petrus in the shotgun. 3 for 6 for 58 yards. Drops back. Fires, passes, caught, getting the first down. I think that's Laporta. Yes, it is Laporta up to the 40-yard line. Petrus behind center on 1st and 10. And it calls Goodson left side. Got 3 on the play. Petrus in the shotgun, empty backfield. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, caught! That's Jones to the 10, inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's going to move the chains. Great pass to Jones. Better job cutting it back to the outside, gets more yardage. Petrus behind center. Calls the Goodson. Gets about 2. Make it 2nd and goal. Calls the Goodson up the middle, gets 2 on the play. Let's set up 3rd and goal. Third and goal. Petrus in the shotgun. Drops back, looking, fires, end zone, pass incomplete, too high for everybody. Johnson, the intended target. And I'll send out Shudak again. And Iowa could argue interference, but it looked like it was uncatchable, so probably wasn't going to get much of an argument out of it. 22 yards for Caleb Shudak. Snap, kick, up, and good. .86 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Iowa finally on the board. It's now Michigan 14, Iowa 3, and this is your home for college football. Iowa able to drive it inside the 10, but unable to get into the end zone. Have to settle for a Shudak field goal. Trim the deficit to 14-3. Let's see what Michigan can do on their drive. And kicks away. And it's going to go in for a touchback. Caden McNamara and crew come back to work. Last 2 plays they've ran have gone for 6. There's McNamara in the shotgun. And once again going to the bag of tricks with a reverse. Getting up to the 35, 40, 45 in. Here we go up inside Iowa territory. Number 3, that is A.J. Henning on the reverse, and he moves the chains. Oh, my goodness. So they're going to call it Iowa 46. 46. McCarthy now in the game at quarterback. He's in the pistol. And he'll keep it himself. Gets about 3 on the play. It's about the 43-yard line. Michigan will run at least one more play before the quarter ends as McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires passes. Intercepted! Number 31 of Iowa, that is Jack Campbell. And Iowa building a little momentum now after they've kicked the field goal, now forced the turnover. Was trying for number 83. Eric All. But the ball slipped right out of his hands and into the hands of Jack Campbell. And that's where Iowa will take over. Petrus drops back. Fires, passes, incomplete. Just a little bit too high. Now set up 2nd and 10. Petrus behind center on 2nd and 10. What might be the final play of the first quarter. And a reverse to Jones. A scratch at number 10. That is Arlen Bruce IV. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We played 15 minutes in Indianapolis. Your score, Michigan 14, Iowa 3. And this is your home for college football. Score update now in the ACC Championship game. Just over 100 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Wake Forest leading Pitt 21-14. Back in Indianapolis, we start the second quarter. Michigan up 14-3. Scotty Rohr Jr. in the house saying, how do you feel about Michigan finally beating Ohio State in 10 years? Well, the thing is, I'm actually an Ohio State fan, so as a fan, not happy about it, but from a generalized point of view, it actually, felt good for them. Petrus, pass is incomplete. I mean, I guess when you get beaten by a rival so many times, when you finally get it, sure it feels good. Now you're all good. Flag down, though. That was on 3rd and 8, incomplete pass. And dead ball, unsportsmanlike. Oh, and it's on Michigan! So instead of forcing a 3 and out, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Taylor Upshaw will keep the drive alive. And what was the point of that? I mean, really? Play was already over. He's running towards him. Completely unnecessary. And now you did Iowa a favor. Calls the Goodson left side up to the 48-yard line. But no, in seriousness, streak was going to end eventually. Michigan was finally going to find a way to beat Ohio State. I guess it just took 10 years for them to finally figure it out. 2nd and 8 at the 48. Petrus in the shotgun. Drops back. Fires. Passes. Caught. Laporta getting about a yard. And Alabama beating Georgia earlier. That was a game I called on here. I think Alabama's going to be in. I don't think that's really up for discussion. A flag is down. And they're going to get Iowa for tripping. I said Iowa 47. That should be Michigan 47. But now, 48 to... That's going to knock them back to their 37. I believe tripping's a 15-yarder. Yeah, it's a 15 yards. That's going to now make it 2nd and 23. Right now, my top 4, I'd put, assuming this result stands, Michigan, Cincinnati, Michigan, Alabama, Cincinnati, and Notre Dame. Petrus in the shotgun. Call. I didn't catch the number. 25. I know I called his name earlier, but Gavin Williams on the carry gets about 3 on the play. Now, if Michigan loses, that's what's going to make it interesting. Does Georgia have enough of a case to maybe slip in? Because if Michigan loses, there's no more conference champions with less than 1 loss. With 1 loss or less, I should say. That's what's going to make it interesting. Petrus in the shotgun. Drop. Oh, no. Handoff. This is Williams getting up to about the 47. So the turnover does not hurt Michigan, nor does the penalty. As Iowa's going to punt it away. I think if Oklahoma State had gotten those last few inches to break the plane and get a touchdown, they right now would be in the mix. Because of that, I think that opened the door for Notre Dame. Taylor set the punt away to Henning. And just got the kick away. And fields it inside the 10. That's a no-no for A.J. Henning. It's under 13 minutes to go in the half. Michigan 14, Iowa 3, and this is your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, Michigan taking over inside their 10-yard line. And someone knows a thing or two about the city of Indianapolis. Jim Harbaugh played for them for 4 years, leading the Colts to the AFC Championship in 1995. Best remembered for the Hail Mary that almost was. Aaron Bailey could not hold on to it in the end zone. The Steelers prevailed to go to Super Bowl 30. Now back here is Coach Michigan. Oh, they actually give it the 8-yard line. And calls the Haskins right side. Looks like he got 4 on the play. McNamara in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. And it calls the Haskins again. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. So if Michigan wins, here's how I rank my top 4. Number 1, Michigan. 2, Alabama. 3, Cincinnati. And 4, Notre Dame. Now, if Michigan loses, now that adds a new wrinkle, because what do you do there? I'll get back to that in a second. McNamara in the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Drops back, looking. Rolling to his right, looking, fires, passes. Almost intercepted! As that was Kavion Merriweather almost coming away with it. Let's see, would he have been in bounds? He probably would have. That probably would have been a great pick. Instead, it will just fall to the incompletion. Now, Michigan loses, then the College Football Playoff Committee have a predicament. Do they go with one-loss Georgia, who lost the SEC championship game, or do they go with a two-loss conference champion? The punt's away. Jones fields it at the 47. Backpedaling and bad idea. Gets taken out at his 41-yard line. And if you go with a two-loss conference champion, who do you go with? Does that perhaps open the door for Baylor? The two losses, but they were sitting at number 7. I believe it was 7. Let me double check that. Before I double check, let me get too sidetracked. We'll hold that thought just a second. As Petrus is behind center on 1st and 10. 10:53 to go in the second quarter. And play action. Looking. Fires. Passes. Caught. 45-50 into Michigan territory. It's Jones. Give it a minute. Yeah, out of the two-loss conference champion winners, you convince Baylor could maybe make an argument. But yeah, that's a long shot. To the Michigan 46, Petrus behind center. And calls the Williams. He goes nowhere. As Hill comes in on the stop. With a loss of 2 on the play. Second and 12 from the 48. Petrus in the shotgun in an empty backfield. Drops back. Looking. Fires. Passes. Caught. Right around the 44-yard line. As that is number 15, Goodson. 3rd and 8. Iowa cannot afford to squander opportunities like this to try to trim the deficit. Petrus in the shotgun. Drops. Fires. Passes. Up in the air. Incomplete. Trying for Johnson. And Iowa's going to have to punt it away. And Johnson was sandwiched. Colson credit with the breakup. Taylor to punt it away again to Henning. And kicks away. Henning inside the 10. He fields it at the 3. Fair cut. Oh, no. The second time today you fielded a kick inside the 10. Michigan taking over deep in their own territory. We're still in the second. It's still an 11-point game, and this is still your home for college football. Check in on action in the ACC as that game in the second quarter is still Wake Forest 21, Pitt 14.
On a joyous Fansville by Dr. Pepper. By the power vested in me by the city of Fansville, I now pronounce you fan and wife. Natalie drops back into the pocket. It's a three-step drop. Trisha's wide open. Here comes the throw. Oh, Becky with the pick. Holy mackerel. Wait, take a look at it. See that full extension by Becky? Let's go back to the action. Oh! At this point, it's anyone's bouquet. Up next, the garter toss. Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Back in Indianapolis, Michigan taking over inside their 3-yard line. And it calls to Haskins. Get it up to about the 5-yard line. Got 8:45 to go here in the first half. The 2nd and 8 upcoming. McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires, passes, caught. But did take it out almost immediately. Trying to Blake Corum. Ended up being no gain. Third and 8. McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back. Pressure coming. McNamara has to throw it away. Trying for Donovan Edwards, and Michigan having to punt it away. Iowa with a chance to capitalize on great field position. Punt it away for Michigan. Brad Robbins. Kick it to Charlie Jones. And it looks like Iowa called a timeout. They call timeout, call timeout. You got 7:41 to go in the opening first half. And Michigan up by 11, and this is your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, Michigan set to punt it away. 4th and 8. Iowa can capitalize on this. Robin sitting about a yard from his end line. And kicks away. Jones from the 45, rolling to his right, backpedaling. And he lost it, but it went out of bounds. So where are they going to mark this one? At the 46, and that's where Iowa's going to take over. Petrus behind center on 1st and 10. I gotta call it the 45-yard line, actually. Calls Goodson right side. Gets 3 on the play. Second and 7 upcoming. Iowa in the shotgun. Petrus in the shotgun, I should say. Drops back. Pressure coming. Fires. Pass is incomplete. Overshooting Laporta. Petrus in the shotgun on 3rd down. Drops back. Looking. Fires. Oh no. Pump fake. Flag is down. He's going to take off with it. He's got the 1st down. Oh! Took a shot at the 43 at Michigan, but there's a chance this is going to come back. And it will indeed come back. So instead of it being 1st and 10 inside Michigan territory, they're going to have to back it up. Looked like for a second the ball came out of his hand, but he was able to quickly get it back. So after the penalty, it'll be 3rd and 17 from the Iowa 38. Need to get to the Michigan 45 for a 1st down. Petrus in the shotgun, empty backfield, drops back, and, well, let's make it a little more difficult. Another 5 yards to that. Oh no, it wasn't a penalty. The official review. Let's listen in. Okay, I think they're trying to see possible targeting. Let's see. Rod Moore would be the one who would be guilty of it. And it looked like the helmet. Let's see, did the helmet make contact? That could be a targeting.
Is he attacking? Is it with the crown of the helmet? And he does lower the head. And I think it's a good stop by the replay official.
Yeah, let's take a look.
And Mike, just so that we're clear on the rule here for everybody at home,
I think they might get him for targeting. And his night could be over.
Dipping of the head and leading with it as the initial contact point.
Right. I mean, it didn't look like it was hard contact. It may have just tapped it, but I think they might still get him.
To me, when we look at it, we go, yep, he stopped it, and I think it should be targeting. Rod Moore, number 19, freshman from Clayton, Ohio, had 9 tackles last week. He was a monster in his first.
And here's Mike Cannon with the verdict.
There is no foul for targeting on number 19.
Oh. I guess it just wasn't enough to call it a target, probably because contact wasn't hard enough. I think it was a slight helmet-to-helmet contact. I'm surprised. They probably would have called it, but I guess in this case they let it ride. So it will remain 3rd and 17 for Iowa. Peterson, empty shotgun, drops, fires, passes, caught, but he's going to be short of the first down. It's Keegan Johnson up to the Michigan 49. However, it does make a little bit more of a manageable 4th down. Let's see what Iowa does. It's right at midfield. I would think they'd punt it. And that looks like that's what they're going to do. Just Taylor out the punt it to Henning. They can get him inside the 10 again. Just got the kick off. And Henning, his 3rd fair catch inside the 10. Michigan back to work. As with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half, it's Michigan 14, Iowa 3 on your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, it's for the third straight drive. Michigan has to start inside their 10-yard line. Michigan in the second quarter held to just 7 yards after putting up 200 in the opening quarter. And McNamara in the shotgun swings it out to Edwards. Edwards gets to the 10, to the 15, and he'll get a first down close to the 20-yard line. So a little bit of breathing room there as we just passed the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. It's McNamara in the shotgun. And calls to Edwards. He loses yardage. Gets pushed back to the 17. And number 27 of Iowa, that is Jermari Harris, I should say. So, Bama Boy 76 asks, who am I rooting for? Oh, it's a tough call, actually. I don't know if I should be rooting for. Anyway, McNamara fires. Pass is incomplete. Part of me is rooting for Iowa because Ohio State is my Big Ten team, but part of me is rooting for Michigan just to prevent a potential SEC national championship between Georgia and Alabama, which what ESPN would want. So really, I'm indifferent, I guess, who wins. Was it 2nd and 12? I thought it was 2nd and 13. Oh, it's at the 18. I misplayed. Drops back. McNamara going to take off with it. 25-30. Dives forward. Gets the first down. Up to about the 33-yard line. Two teams in regardless. I don't know. I mean, unless they're going to snub Cincinnati, which, yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. It's not like UCF 4 years ago. I think Cincinnati has a stronger argument. And Notre Dame, I think, might have a chance. So I don't know about the two SEC teams getting in regardless of the result. I don't know about that. Anyway, pass is caught. That's Haskins up to the 45. That's going to move the chains. Of course, sad thing is you could be right in the end. Maybe Notre Dame's the one that will get snubbed. Right now, I'd say my 4 teams, well, if Michigan wins, they move to number 1, Alabama 2, Cincinnati 3, and Notre Dame 4. I mean, it's still out on this one because I don't know if Georgia would have enough of an argument as that pass goes incomplete. Because then this is going to be a predicament for the College Football Playoff Committee regardless. Do they finally go outside the Power 5? Do they finally go with a 2-loss team? Or do they go with 1-loss conference championship loser? I mean, I feel like the boardroom's going to have their hands full tonight figuring out who goes where. But those are my 4, I would say. 2nd and 10, McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back, fires, passes caught. That's Edwards up to about the 48. They're going to call it 3rd and 7. Now, here's the thing: if Michigan loses, then that's where the fun begins. Alabama 1, Georgia 2, Michigan 3, Cincinnati. Oh, you're not buying Notre Dame. Well, I mean, you could very well be right. They might snub Notre Dame. But who knows? McNamara in his shotgun on 3rd and 7. Drops back. Fire. And pressure coming, goes down. That's Benson on the sack. Seth Benson. So Michigan able to move it out, but not far enough. They got punted away. And he came in, got a little bit of a shove, but in the end, mostly untouched. Got just a little shove. He was still able to get in there. Robbins' punt just gets it off. Jones going to let it bounce. And it's going to go for a touchback. Touchback. So Iowa's got to start capitalizing on these drives. The defense trying to hold their own, but the offense not doing much. Petrus in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking, fires, passes. Incomplete, trying for Johnson. So 2nd and 10 upcoming. Drops back. Looking, pressure coming. Petrus in trouble, he goes down! Aiden Hutchinson drops him back inside the 15. Just bouncing off the blockers like a pinball. And get in there to make the play. Oh, they're going to put it back at the 10-yard line. Oh my. 3rd and 20 upcoming. Alabama and Cincinnati for the national championship. Michigan lose. Hey, Alabama beat Georgia, Cincinnati beat Notre Dame. You know, I'd still tune in for that. Which probably is going to be Alabama whipping Cincinnati badly. it'd still be worth watching. The underdog being in there and all. 3rd and 20. Petrus in the shotgun. Well, Michigan's down to 1 timeout, but I'll change that in a minute. And it calls to Williams. I'll make that Goodson. Just getting some breathing room. It looks like, see if Michigan calls their final timeout. Looks like they will. And that is indeed what they're going to do. They're going to call their final timeout. 65 seconds left. Fourth and 13. Now, Iowa gets the ball to start the second half. So Michigan would like to get some points on the board. They would prefer a touchdown, make it a 3-possession game. As Taylor punts it away. And ball bouncing, and it's going to roll to about the, looks like 27. 32. I didn't even catch it. 51 seconds left. All right, it's 32, not 27. Cade McNamara going to work in the shotgun. Drops back. Fires, passes, caught. At the 39-yard line. Is number 1, Andrell Anthony on the catch. Well, they're going to give him 6 on the play. So 2nd and 4. McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires, passes, caught. That's Haskins. Gets to the 45 for a first down. They got hustle up. Once ball set, clock ticks. McNamara again in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires, passes, caught. Haskins. Stays in bounds. Gets it up to the 48. Set up 2nd and 7. McNamara in the shotgun again. Drops back. Looking. Fires, passes. Incomplete. The good news is that stopped the clock with 11 seconds left. I would look for a corner route. Going at least 10 yards, maybe 15. Somewhere in that ballpark. McNamara in the shotgun. Drops. Looking. Fires. Passes. Incomplete. Well, with 6 seconds left, I just say throw it up there. No, it doesn't look like that's what they're going to do. They're going to send out the punting unit. Oh, no, they sent out McCarthy. Guess that he's got the stronger arm. Just throw it up for grabs. Try to use all 6 of the remaining seconds left. McCarthy in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires the heave. It is intercepted. And that's going to take us to the half. The interception made by number 27, that is Jamari Harris, and that's going to do it for the half. Michigan winning the last 40 games when leading by 10 or more at the half. Going to make it 41. 30 minutes played here in Indianapolis. Your score, Michigan 14, Iowa 3. Here on your home for college football. .30 minutes played in Indianapolis. Wolverines up to a 14-3 lead at the half. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Even on first down to 8 apiece. Michigan 2 of 7 on third down. Iowa just 1 of 9. Ouch back. Michigan outgaining Iowa 253 to 161. Michigan outpassing Iowa 137 to 126. Outrushing them 116 to 35. Michigan, though, 3 penalties, 35 yards. Iowa, 2 penalties, 25 yards. Michigan throwing 2 interceptions on it. 1 was the final play of the half. Don't know if we can really count that one. Iowa holding the ball for 17 minutes and 15 seconds. Michigan just 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Look back at action earlier today on TSR. Georgia and Alabama. Alabama defeating the Bulldogs 41 to 24. They punched their ticket to the college football playoff. Georgia has to wait and see what happens, as they could still plead a case if Michigan loses. Cincinnati might have punched their ticket to the college football playoff with a 35-20 win over Houston. Baylor spoiling Oklahoma State's potential postseason playoff bid. The 21-16 win as they stopped Oklahoma State just inches short of the goal line. Utah State defeated San Diego State 46-13 to win the Mountain West. Louisiana defeated Appalachian State 24-16 to win the Sun Belt. Northern Illinois defeating Kent State 41-23 to claim the MAC. Halftime of the ACC Championship, it's now Pittsburgh 24, Wake Forest 21. As for the first time in the college football playoff, the ACC not going to be represented. That looks right now, if Michigan wins, here's how I see the college football playoff. You got 1 Michigan, 2 Alabama, 3 Cincinnati, and 4 Notre Dame. Now, if Michigan loses, then it gets interesting. Because then you got Alabama moving up to number 1. I'd put Notre Dame at Cincinnati at number 2. Remember, Cincinnati beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame 3. And then I'd probably put Georgia at 4. Because I would think they're going to put a 1-loss team over a 2-loss conference championship team. So, I mean, that's where it's going to get interesting. I mean, it's not unprecedented to put a conference championship game loser in. Notre Dame did that last year. Of course, that was just temporary. They were in the ACC for the 2020 season. So, I mean, Iowa rallies back in the second half. That opens a whole can of worms. So, Georgia, I think, pulling for Iowa. So, About to get rolling here for the second half. Michigan holding an 11-point lead, but Iowa starts with the football. Iowa felt like they missed a lot of opportunities after holding Michigan. Third downs need to improve. They're only 1 of 9. Team was getting good field position. They squander it. Michigan put the foot back on the gas because you took your foot off the gas. The only reason you're still at 14-3 is because Iowa's having trouble getting in gear. So they got to be all gas, no brakes from here on out. It's like carry on coming on here saying roll Tide. Well, Tide did roll today, and they're the new king of TSR. They're 3-0 all time in games I've called of them. In fact, they have the best winning percentage of all teams in all sports that I've called on here, amongst teams that have multiple wins, of course. 3-0. Before that, there was several teams tied at 2-0, or 2-0-0 if we're counting hockey. And Alabama now 3-0. So the torch has been officially passed. It took about a little under 3 months for the PLL Whipsnakes Lacrosse Club finally passed the torch of King of TSR to the Alabama Crimson Tide football team. Oh. And we're underway here in the second half in Indianapolis. And that's going to go out for a touchback. I-25. Did anybody get a bingo yet? If not, we got to keep playing. Petrus behind center on 1st and 10. And play action. Rolling to his right. Looking, fires, passes. Caught. No, it's not. Johnson could not haul it in. Petrus behind center on 2nd and 10. Play action. Looking. Fires, passes. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. As DJ Turner had a chance for it, couldn't haul it in. Instead, it'll be 3rd and 10. Michigan's defense, money on 3rd down. They've only allowed 1 conversion on 9 attempts. Iowa's got to make something happen. Petrus in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Rolling to his right. Fires. Passes. Caught. And did he get it? You're going to say he got it. Laporta getting to the 1st down marker. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Yep, I'd say he got it. Well, they actually gave him the 36. They actually gave him a little more. Petrus behind center, calls to Goodson. Getting up to about the 41-yard line. Petrus behind center. Play action. Rolling. Oh! Nearly trouble. He was able to get the pass up. Nearly caught. Was trying for number 85. Oops, too far. Luke Lachey. As Spencer Petrus nearly walked right into a sack. As he rolled. He's right in number 32. Jalen Harrell nearly drilled him for the sack, but he was able to get the pass off. Almost got to Lachey. 3rd and 5. Petrus in the shotgun. Drops. Looking. Fires. Passes. Incomplete. Was trying for Nico Organi. And Iowa unable to do anything this drive. The way Torrey Taylor's been punting, they might be able to get Michigan inside their 10 again. And it kicks away. Harrell fields it inside the 10. Gets to the 15. I'm sorry. Henning. Up to about the 18-yard line. I mean, if you're Michigan, you got to start taking advantage of Iowa's mistakes. Their inability to convert on 3rd down. Felt like the offense kind of took their foot off the gas at the end of the 1st quarter. McNamara in the shotgun. And calls to Haskins. And Haskins getting 2 on the play. Second and 8, McNamara in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. Fires. Passes. Caught. Right around the 35-yard line. As number 6. Cornelius Johnson on the catch. And that's going to move the chains. 35. And Michigan going no huddle. McNamara in the shotgun. calls to Haskins. Up the gut. Haskins about the 43-yard line, so gain it ain't all the play. McNamara in the shotgun. Calls to Haskins right side. Looks like he got to the marker. A flag is down, though. The moment it's a first down. Oh, they're going to call holding on the defense. So that will be a first down for Michigan. And up to the Iowa 45. McNamara in the shotgun. And the call is to Corum. Gets about 2 on the play. McNamara in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. McNamara in the shotgun. Calls to Corum right side. Up to the 40 to about the 37 as he slipped and fell. Let's set up 3rd and 2. Third and 2. McNamara in the shotgun. Calls to Haskins. He'll get a first down up to around the 33-yard line. That's good enough to move the chains. McNamara in the shotgun. Oh, it's the 32. And calls to Haskins right side. Gets maybe a yard. It's up 2nd and 9. McNamara in a shotgun. And drops back. Looking, fires passes. Caught inside the 10, no, about the 5. That is the first time I am calling number 86. Luke Schoonmaker. Michigan inside the 10-yard line. Actually, could give him the 4-yard line. McNamara in the shotgun. Calls to Haskins right side. Haskins goes in for a touchdown. And Michigan opening this one up. Good to the right side. Just able to walk in for a touchdown. Moody for the extra point. Snap, kick, up, and good. Got 8:23 to go in the third. It's now Michigan 21, Iowa 3 here on your home for college football.
I'll be observing your safe driving abilities. Play your cards right, and you could be in for a tasty discount. Let's roll. Hey, check it out. One time I tripped on the sidewalk over here. And a high of 89 degrees. Ooh, who just gives away wood?
A Snapchat app from Progressive rewards you for driving safe and driving less. There's an app. Save money.
Best. Well, that came out of nowhere. There's plenty more with...
Back in Indianapolis, Michigan up 18 thanks to the 4-yard touchdown run by Hassan Haskins. And Falsville 11-22 in the house. How's it going? Well, if you're a Michigan fan, you're loving it right now. If you're an Iowa fan, you're wishing there was a restart button. This could be an important drive here in the third quarter. Iowa seems like ever since that missed field goal in the first quarter, they've been caught in the funk. They haven't been able to do much. It kicks away. And it looks like Iowa going to the bullpen. Could be seeing a new quarterback for the Hawkeyes. 8:23 left in the third. It's still Michigan 21, Iowa 3. And this is your home for college football. Maryland. No. Back in Indianapolis, it looked like Iowa's going to the bullpen as they're bringing out Alex Padilla to relieve Spencer Petras, who's been ineffective today. Padilla, sophomore quarterback. Let's see what he can do as he's up behind center. Calls the Goodson, left side. Gets about 2 on the play. I feel like for Iowa, they got to do something on this drive or they're pretty much going to be dead. I feel like this drive is the game for them because they can't get anything. Michigan has a chance to bury them. Padilla rolling, fires pass incomplete, trying for Laporte as the pressure was coming on him. Again, Michigan not buying the play action. Forced him to throw it before he was ready. 3rd and 8. Iowa just 2 of 10 on 3rd down. I feel like that's been the backbreaker for them. Padilla in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires passes caught. That's Goodson. Goodson gets up to the 30, 35. First down a little more. Up to the 42-yard line. That's going to move the chains. So needing a big play, they got one right there. When they gave him, it looked like the 44. Always seemed to be a little bit off with the yardage at first. Padilla behind center. Calls the Goodson right side. And looks like they'll give him 3 on the play. Second and 7 upcoming. Padilla behind center. And give it to Jones, left side. Jones up to the 50 to about the 47 of Michigan. Will be still just a little bit short. 3rd 1 upcoming. So again, another third down for Iowa. They have been able to get 1 on this drive. Padilla behind center. Looks like they're going to stack the middle. And the pitch is to Goodson, right side. He'll get a first down, a little more. 40 up to around the 37. Good enough for a first down. So prior to this drive, 2 of 10 on third down. On this drive, 2 of 2. Good job with the fake fullback dive toss. So that's well executed right there. Padilla behind center calls to Goodson. I'll make that Williams. Get up to about the 33-yard line. Coming up on 5.5 to play here in the third. Padilla behind center. Play action. Rolling to his right. 5 passes caught. That's make that Arlen Bruce the 4th. Looked like he didn't get anything. They'll set up third down. That would be like 4 of 12 on third downs, but they've been 2 for 2 on this drive. And I always feel like this is 4-down territory because a field goal really is not going to do too much for you. Padilla in the shotgun, looking. 5 passes caught. And a first down to Goodson up to the 25. And after being just 2 for 10 on the other drives, they are 3 for 3 on third downs on this drive. So they have more third down conversions on this drive alone than they had the rest of the game. Padilla behind center. And a quick pass. That's Bruce to the 20. 15-yard line. It's going to move the chains. Great job with the screen pass. Even better run after the catch. Padilla behind center. And it calls to Goodson left side. Getting up to about the 10-yard line. Well, Iowa's had 3 double-digit comebacks this season. Most recent one last week, trailed 21-6. Came back to win 28-21. They have another double-digit comeback in them. Padilla's behind center. Calls to Goodson. Up the middle. Maybe a yard. They'll set up 3rd and 4. Iowa's been money on third down this drive. 3 for 3. Do they got another one in them? Padilla in the shotgun. And rolling to his left, fires pass is caught by Laporta, but he's stopped almost immediately. So now decision time for Kirk Ferentz. The field goal wouldn't make it a two-possession game, but it would still have a lot of work to do. Just a little bit more than a quarter to go. And it looks like they're going to roll the dice here on 4th and 3. Padilla behind center. Rolling to his right. Looking. Passes dropped. Even if he had caught it, he was going to be short. Goodson could not haul it in. And Michigan's defense yet again holding Iowa inside the 20-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Michigan's defense once again coming up clutch. We got just over a minute to go in the third. It's Michigan 21, Iowa 3 here on your home for college football. Michigan taking over as their defense once again making a big stop inside the 20. This time a failed fourth down conversion as they'll take over at the 15, looking to apply the knockout blow. McNamara in the shotgun. And it calls to Haskins. Make that Corum, and he was taken down by number 97. That is Zach Van Valkenburg. And they're going to call it a loss of 6 on the play. Now 2nd and 16, McNamara in the shotgun. Calls to Haskins. Get a yard. And we'll see if Michigan wants to run one more play before the quarter ends, or they just go right into the fourth quarter. Third and 15, McNamara in the shotgun. And they will not get the playoff before the quarter ends. Michigan 15 minutes away from their first Big Ten title in 17 years. We head to the fourth. Michigan 21, Iowa 3 here on your home for college football. Score update in the ACC Championship game. This game right now in the third quarter. Pitt leading Wake Forest 24-21. Back in Indianapolis for the final 15 minutes of the Big Ten Championship. Michigan up 18. Before we return to coverage, we'll congratulate the Maryland Black Bears of the NAHL. Their win tonight over Northeast as they maintain their spot on top of the NAHL. Keep up the good work, fellas. As meanwhile, back in Indianapolis here at Lucas Oil Stadium, McNamara in the shotgun up 3rd and 15. And calls to Haskins left side. We'll get about 2 on the play. making life a little bit easier for Brad Robbins. Put it away. Give 4th and 12. They're going to put him at the 13-yard line. Okay. Fourth and 12 upcoming. Robbins standing in the end zone. Put it away to Charlie Jones. Here's the kick. Jones just going to let it bounce, and it takes a good bounce for Michigan. Rolling inside the 25, and finally being put to rest right around the 23. Over 14 minutes to go in the game. Michigan 21, Iowa 3, and this is your home for college football. Iowa taking over with time running out on them. Because they got to get something on this drive or it's game over. And Michigan could run it down, take the Big Ten for the first time in 17 years. Their last outright title. You got to go back to, I think, 2003. Last outright was 2003. And it calls to Goodson. Goodson getting up to the 30. Churning. And it looks like he'll get the first down. I make that Williams. Kept churning, get the first down. The last outright title for Michigan was 2003 indeed. As for Iowa, we'll get back to that in a second. It's 1st and 10 Padilla in the shotgun. And the call is Goodson. Looks like he went nowhere. For Iowa, their last conference championship will not be tonight, unless they can pull off a miracle. Outright, you got to go back to 1985. Their previous 3 have been shares of Big Ten championship. Their last outright 36 years ago. Padilla drops, fires, pass incomplete as Williams could not haul it in. Padilla in the shotgun. Drops back. Pressure coming. Fires pass incomplete. Try for Goodson. I don't know if Iowa wants to roll the dice or they just going to play the field position game. They're down 18, and I feel like their opportunities are running out. And they're going to punt it away. And Taylor, it's blocked! Iowa will down it at around the 37-yard line. As number 6, that was Cornelius Johnson getting the hand on it. A little over 12 minutes to go here in the game. Michigan 21, Iowa 3, and this is your home for college football. Back in Indianapolis, Michigan taking over, looking to provide the knockout blow and a correction on the block punt. So it ended up going no gain. It was right. It was Cornelius Johnson. It looked like it said R.J. Moden, but it was confirmed by Cornelius Johnson. So ended up being a 0-yard punt as it was partially blocked. And pause to... Oh, no, it's kept by McCarthy up to around the 28-yard line. So McCarthy staying in at quarterback as he's in the pistol. And he'll keep it himself. Right side. He's got the first down a little more up to the 24. They give it to the 23. First and 10. Play action. McNamara fires, passes. Caught! That's Shoemaker down to the 1-yard line! What a catch! McNamara in the shotgun. Calls to Haskins. Touchdown, Michigan! Hashawn Haskins! And that may be the one that sends Michigan to the college football playoff. Oh, my goodness. A lot of fans in black and yellow stunned. A great catch by Luke Schoonmaker. And Hassan Haskins finishes the job. Moody for the point after. He got it. $11:16 to go in the fourth. Falcon fans, cover your ears. Score, Michigan 28, Iowa 3. And this is your home for college football. 11:16 to go in the game. Michigan up 28-3. Unless the Iowa Hawkeyes could channel the inner Super Bowl 51 New England Patriots, I think Michigan's going to take the Big Ten. They'll claim their spot in the playoff, and then it's going to be between Georgia and Notre Dame for the final spot. Kicks away. That's going to go in for a touchback. And right back to commercial break we'll go. 28-3 here on your home for the NFL and college football. Back in Iowa, back in Indianapolis, Michigan on a 25-point lead. Michigan's last national championship, 1997 co-national champion with Nebraska 12-0. And I almost got through the telecast without saying home for the NFL, but I screwed up right there. The last one. That's why I did better than I did in the SEC championship game. I kept saying home for the NFL. Some of it was intentional, others was just accidental. So. Padilla in the shotgun. Drops, fires, passes, caught. Laporte up to the 29-yard line. Yep, no huddle. Drop back. Looking. Now has to step up. Roll to his right. Fires, passes, caught. To Goodson only get a yard. And Padilla drops back. A flag is down. Looks like they're going to blow this one dead. And they're going to back up Iowa 5 yards. Jim Harbaugh, most wins as Michigan head coach this season. Highest ranking in the CFP. Number 2, first career win against Ohio State. And their first Big Ten championship. So what a year for Jim Harbaugh. Lucky number 7. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Padilla in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires. Passes caught. Goodson. Back up to the 29-yard line. They'll set up 4th and 6. And Iowa running out of time. Looks like they're just going to punt it away, and they said, we've had enough. Nine and a half minutes to go. Taylor out to punt it away. And it kicks away this time. Henning, fair catches at the 18-yard line. $9:19 to go in the game. 28-3. And this is your home for college football and the NFL. Score update in the ACC Championship game. Pitt now lead Wake Forest 38-21. 11:57 to go in the 4th. For Pitt will be their first ACC championship if that score holds. Back in Indianapolis as Michigan looked to put the finishing touches on their first Big Ten title since 2003. Freshman class was born the year their last outright Big Ten title as McNamara in the pistol. And calls to Haskins. It's maybe a yard. Oh, it's at the 19, by the way, not the 18. McNamara in the pistol. I think if Michigan scores on this drive, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown, I think it's time to put the reserves in. You made your point. Flea flicker. McNamara fires, passes, caught inside Iowa territory. Number 83, that is. '83. Eric All. It'll be 1st and 10. Michigan not hesitating to dig into their bag of tricks. And then the 42-yard line. And it calls to Haskins right side, 40, 35, up to about the 31-yard line. It's going to move the chains. But yeah, Michigan scores on this drive. I think it's time to put the reserves in. Let them have some fun in this game. Iowa took their opening drive inside the 20, but missed a 33-yard field goal, and Michigan has had the momentum ever since. So one play set the tone for the Hawkeyes. Early on that drive, tried a halfback option. It nearly succeeded, but receiver fell. It ended up being just an incomplete pass as Haskins left side inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Good. 27. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Just past the 7-minute mark here in the fourth. McNamara in the pistol. And it's a reverse. 2015-10. As that's Cornelius Johnson making it 1st and goal. McNamara in the shotgun. Calls to Corum. To about the 5-yard line. Back in January, New Line head coach Dan Campbell said that he was going to be biting off kneecaps this season. But I think it's Jim Harbaugh's team that's been biting off kneecaps more. As they are now just 5:37 away from the Big Ten title. McNamara drops back, fires into the end zone too high. Because for years they've been knocked down by the Big Ten, whether it be Ohio State or Michigan State or someone else. I think this year they started fighting back. In fact, it was they were a close loss to Michigan State away from being undefeated. It looks like in the end they're going to get the last laugh on quote-unquote little brother. McNamara in the pistol. Play action. Looking, fires, passes, caught, touchdown! And that's Eric All, and that may be all. As Michigan, 24 away from tacking on their first Big Ten title in 18 years. So Moody for the extra point. Kick up and in. I'm going to stay right here for y'all. So it seems like now Alabama's punched their ticket to the college football playoff. I think we can now say Michigan's punched their ticket to the college football playoff. I think now it's a matter of which of the last three would be considered. I would think Cincinnati. I would have Cincinnati in, but unfortunately, it's not up to me. But if it was, Cincinnati would be in, and then it would really be between Georgia and Notre Dame. Does the CFP committee decide, hey, Georgia still had a great season. They put up enough of an argument. Let's put them in at number 4. Of course, that would be right. That would be what ESPN would want. Another Alabama-Georgia showdown, this time in the playoff. Or do they give Notre Dame another chance? And it kicks away. That's going to be a touchback. So I would think right now Jim Harbaugh would say, all right, starters, you've done your job. Hit the showers. Let the reserves take it from here. Well, right now they're saying projected Georgia's still getting in. So Notre Dame must not have put up a great resume if they are snubbing them. And with Costa Williams up the gut, it's about to the 30-yard line. Who was it that said, was it Bama Boy that said there were going to be 2 teams in the from the SEC? Yeah, so Bama Boy, you might actually be right after all. They might be snubbing Notre Dame, so I think a lot of college football fans would complain about that. Pretty much just prove their argument right that they're overrated. Wait and see. Padilla drops back. Under pressure, has to throw it. He's hit. Gets it to Williams. Pretty much no gain. Oh. Let's call it 3rd and 4. But I think if Cincinnati gets snubbed, then I'm going to be livid. I know what y'all think. They don't play the Power 5 Conference. Who did Cincinnati play? You got Notre Dame, that's it. Yeah, well, you know what? You can make that argument for Notre Dame. Who did they play? Let's look at their schedule. I mean, I think they kind of feasted off a cupcake schedule this year. Let's see. Who did they play? Let's see. Florida State hadn't been relevant in years. Yeah, Cincinnati right now, the only. So really, they hadn't played it. Oh, Wisconsin, but now they are out of the top 25, so that win not impressive. So I think because of their cupcake schedule, that ended up being their downfall. And I think if Notre Dame hadn't lost to Cincinnati, they'd be in. I think there wouldn't be a question about it. But because of that one loss with the Cincinnati, I think that's what's going to end up keeping them out of the playoff. Although I'm not going to agree with the decision to have 2 SEC teams in the playoff, but at least this time they both played in the SEC championship. It was, they earned it more than what Bama did in 2017 when they backdoored in and when they didn't even play, as that pass was intercepted. And I think, what the hell? Michigan can tack it on as they're going to be going to the college football playoff. And for Iowa, I mean, it just wasn't their night. I mean, they are going to have to play this final 4 minutes and 21 seconds, but for all intents and purposes, this game is over. I mean, at this point, this is just giving the reserve some play time. Run to the right side, getting about 5 on the play. As that is number 40, Leon Franklin. The run to McCarthy in the shotgun. And he'll keep it himself. Left side, 30, 25 out of bounds around the 24-yard line. And that's going to move the chains. Recap. Who got the interception, by the way? I missed that because I was babbling. Pass intercept, by the way, by Caden Colsar. And McCarthy in the pistol. Play action. Looking. Fires, passes. Incomplete. He was trying for Carter Seltzer. It's their first 12-win season since 1997. Right now, they could start partying like it's 1997. And McCarthy, the shotgun empty backfield pass is caught. And it's Seltzer up to the 18-yard line. So 3rd and 4. So McCarthy in the shotgun empty backfield. Drops back, rolling to his right, looking, scrambling, looking, fires, passes, incomplete, and a flag comes down. Was trying for Seltzer in the end zone. He may have drawn an interference. And he did indeed. I'll put it at the 3-yard line. And handoff to the 1-yard line. It's Edwards. Second and goal. McCarthy in the shotgun. And Edwards in for a touchdown. And that's the exclamation point right there. Moody for the point after. Snap, kick up and good. With 85 seconds to go in the game. I think any Iowa fans that remain have probably started making their way to the exits. For a lot of them, it's going to be a long ride back. It'll be a long 5-hour drive from Indianapolis back to Iowa City. Kicks away. I also want to thank everyone on here who was actually willing to engage in a conversation with me about college football, talk about the game, rather than just giving me this whole, show the game, why did you show the game? Is there a stream to the game? Show the game, and all that. It's just like, no. I made it clear at the beginning, if you're not here to listen, leave. I have zero tolerance for that. The calls to Williams. Get an 8-yard gain. And Jim Harbaugh, maybe his biggest win in almost a decade. You have to go back to January 2013 when coach of the 49ers led the Niners to an NFC Championship win over the Falcons. Still wish you didn't leave for Michigan, Jim. We still miss you in San Francisco. They may not admit it, but Niner fans, at least this Niner fan will admit, we miss you at San Francisco. Even if you spent most of the time there whining about officiating, you at least won with them. But I have to accept things for what they are. And it seems like you're happy in Michigan. First and 10, Padilla behind center, calls to Williams. He goes nowhere. So, thanks to Trev Dog, Scott Rowe Jr., Bama Boy 76, Zig Huron, Fossville 1122 for participating in the chat tonight, as well as my resident Pittsburgh fan, King Savage. Bro, I wish you had been here longer, but I guess I understand if you weren't. So appreciate the talk with you guys. And, hopefully you come back. I'll try to be back on Monday night for Patriots Bills. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to slip another college football game in. If not, we'll see about next year, depending on how I feel, because I've really kind of felt like this season every time I've gotten on the mic for college football, it's hadn't been a good game. So, if I decide to come back for more college football, it's great. If not, I hope that you can come on for other sports. As far as TSR, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And here I am babbling. I missed 2 plays. But really, at this point, it doesn't matter. Williams getting up to about the 47-yard line. And I think Iowa's just going to let it go. It is now final. Michigan is now your Big Ten champions. First title since 2004. First outright since 2003. Final in Indianapolis. Michigan 42, Iowa 3. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Kyle the Fanatic signing off.